Be ready. 15 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. Sir, today our government is running various programs for the upliftment of the people living below the poverty line under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Rajiv Gandhi, who has a soft corner for the underprivileged classes. He has done a lot to eradicate poverty. Various welfare schemes have been launched to help the middle class and the farmers. While going through the 20-point program, we find that no section of the society has been left untouched, and all sections are going to benefit from this program. It is highly deplorable that some persons as well as opposition parties are trying to undermine the good work done by the government and are misguiding people. I want to submit that all the inputs, for example, fertilizers, seeds, water, and electricity needed by the farmers for cultivation are being made available to the farmers, and not a single farmer faces difficulty in procuring these inputs. In spite of the present shortage of electricity, if somebody wants to obtain an electricity connection and submits a form duly filled in, efforts are made to grant electricity connection to him. I want to state that our government is definitely determined to establish big industries in all the districts. Side by side, efforts are definitely being made to spread a network of small scale industries in all the districts to provide work to those willing people who are jobless. The main task of central as well as the state governments today is to provide fresh and pure drinking water to people of all sections living in the country. We are providing such water to them through the India Mark II pumps. There were such villages and places in the east where no arrangements could be made for supply of potable water. We had tried to supply water through small water tanks and by laying pipelines, but we were not able to supply enough amount of water. By installing India Mark II hand pumps, we are trying to supply water to 200 people today. We are trying to supply water through these means to the localities inhabited by farmers and poor people who belong to scheduled castes and weaker sections, and to the villages inhabited by our Adivasi brethren. I have stated again and again in this house that there are such places where water could not be supplied even on occasions of marriage. If a laborer has five small children aged 10 or 12 years, they can start working as domestic help in the houses of rich, upper middle, and middle class people. By doing so, they bring some money, and the house where they go and work, there they get free food, the second hand clothes, and so on. So, economically, for a poor family, that much number of children is not a burden because they neither get education nor they have any standard to look for. So there should be some movement started by the family welfare department itself in collaboration with other ministries under which the children of poor should be looked after and they should be given employment. The Honorable Prime Minister has stated that one person from each family will be given employment under the scheme which has been incorporated as per this year's declaration. This program must be intensified with a view to giving them more respectful and proper employment. So far as education is concerned, I think the education ministry is not doing their bit as much as they can do. It has been found that even in some states of our country where the literacy percentage is very high, like Kerala, the population has been much better controlled. The result of family planning movement has been much better in those states in our country where education has been intensified at the primary and middle levels, particularly the education of women. So far as our rural areas are concerned, the stress on education is not as much as it should be so far as women are concerned. It is because women can play a much more predominant part in controlling the population rather than men. In the end, I will suggest that as the environment is becoming better for making the family planning program a success, we should also give the family planning program the seriousness it deserves in our budget. But I am sorry to say that in the entire budget document, there is not even a single line about family planning program. When we are spending so much of money to look after the poor, the unemployed, their housing problem, their education, their medical care, their all sorts of requirements, can't we spend some money to ensure that the population of the poor people who have become liability of the government should be contained?